a couple things I want to talk about, like little housekeeping things. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome. Welcome to my live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. When you guys are joining me, let me know you're here. I appreciate you. Let me see how this looks on my end. If you guys are new to me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let me know you're here. That way you'll be notified when I do drop another video. If you're over here on TikTok, if you're new to me, put a 1. Give me a follow, please. Double tap the screen. I appreciate it. Let's get this up, guys. Let's get this up. This is called engaging platforms for a reason, right? We're not just here to look at somebody. We're here to engage, have a good time, talk about real life things, right? That's what I do, at least on my lives. I'm not on here showing you cooking life things, right? One second. Not showing you cooking, not showing you like things like that. I'm not on here to dance. I'm not on here to sing. I'm on here to talk about real life stuff, okay? And if you feel moved to stay here and listen, welcome. I have a pretty safe environment here. For the most part, I block the haters because I don't want them here. I don't want anybody mistreating anybody because that's just the type of person I am. But I welcome you to be on my live, okay, guys? So come on in, come on in. Grab your coffee, tea, water, and let's have a nice conversation, okay? I do have topics every day. But for those who don't know me, first and foremost, let me just start off by saying, as you probably could see over here on TikTok, this is my title for today. I help other 9-to-5ers, people that were laid off, people that are just don't know what they're gonna do now. Maybe they don't have a retirement, any of that kind of stuff. I talk about how I went from that status to now being able to make an income with my phone around a couple hours a day. I teach other people how to do that. Right? You guys probably don't even know you can do that. Did you? You know, social media is so great when it's used the right way. A lot of people waste time on social media though. You guys all have your phones out and you're scrolling because that's just the nosy people we are. And we're trying to look for the next drama, the next big event, the next thing. Those are all distractions, folks. And so when I stopped living that way, because I needed to find a way to bring an income into my house, then I turned that around, right? Now, instead of being the consumer of social media and content, I'm the producer of it. See how that works? So I've learned these skills over the last almost 2 years now. And so I teach other people that need and desperately want to learn the skills and be able to bring an income in without having to get a 9-to-5 job. Okay, that's what my channels are about. I always get that question. What is your channel about over here on the YT, over here on TikTok? That's what I talk about. I teach other people who are sick and tired of living in the 9-to-5 lifestyle. They may have gotten laid off. That was my situation. And that's what I talk about, okay? So today's topic, guys, and again, as you're coming in, let me know you're here. I appreciate you. Let me know you're here. Hi, hello, good morning, good evening. Also, down in the comments, let me know where you're chiming in from. Like, there's some changes going on over here on TikTok. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like the last couple of days, the engagement's been really crappy, but it's okay. We work with what we have. Okay, on the YT, it was a little slow yesterday, and Mondays are usually popping for me. So I don't know what's going on with the algorithms, but I want the right people on my lives, okay? Numbers used to mean a lot to me, now they don't. See the number here, guys? See how it says 0 on the TikTok? The 1, right? People can pop in and out, doesn't matter. Thank you for the follow, appreciate you. Right, I want to meet the right people. I want to take you through my journey. I want to tell my story because this is my platform. And if anything is relevant that you find here in this safe space of ours, I love for you to have a conversation with me down in the comments. That's all it is, guys. You don't got to get crazy. You know, whatever I say, maybe it can resonate with you. That's what I do with my platforms. I try to teach people. I want to be relatable with you. And if you hear anything that sounds of interest, then come on, let's go. Let's have a conversation, right? We're not here to debate on topics. I'm not about debating, but I just want to share from my perspective and how I see things happening when it comes to the job market and stuff like that, right? Because that's important to me. I have so many people coming to me, and I have friends who I worked with in the previous jobs who are still unemployed. But instead of, hello, good morning over here on the YT, instead of continuing to complain about your situation, why don't we step back a minute and let's find a solution to the problem? People do, all I hear is complaining. Oh my gosh. For instance, okay, let me tell you my story real quick and then we're going to get into this. Okay, so my topic today is no job. You don't got a job. You don't have no backup plan. All you have are bills coming in. Isn't that the majority of people? This is what I did after being laid off at 52. That's what I'm talking about today. And maybe this is going to sit well with you, some of you. Maybe it won't. Maybe you don't care. Okay, I'm only talking to the people right here that are going to listen to me and learn something today. Okay. You know, I don't want to be on a soapbox, but I have to. There's a lot of complainers. When I lost my job at the age of 52, as you can see on the screen, I was in corporate for 20 plus years. My career was in HR, human resources. And I loved my career in the beginning. But, you know, of course, like anything else, it gets, you know, things go up and down. You might not like your boss. Things happen, organizational changes, etc. But I stuck with it because I didn't know there was another way. I was taught from childhood, go get your college degree. After that's done, right? Go get that job. Climb the corporate ladder. Buy the new home, the cars, whatever it would be, right? And I had some of that, not really high corporate money, but it was enough to, in my means, and that was in the 90s, like I'm dating myself. It wasn't bad back in the 90s, right? But then things took a toll. My husband had lost a couple jobs before. I've been through layoffs several times in my lifetime, right? And it's just always been a struggle for us. I've had the 2 degrees. That doesn't mean crap. That doesn't mean diddly squat nowadays, in my opinion. All it gave me was more debt, right? Anybody else feel like that? Like it's like a habitual cycle. You just do the thing. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Can we get these up to 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000 a day? Tap the screen for me, friends. Let's get this live out too. Let's share it. If you feel moved to do so, let people hear it. Hello, good morning, Emo Cat. How are you? So, yeah, I agree with you, especially if you don't go for the, is it Elizabeth? Especially if you're not going for the right thing. You know, there's some careers you need it. And I'm not discounting education, but I'm going to be honest with you. Both of my sons, they tried college and they came out real quick because they didn't feel like they were being motivated enough. They didn't feel like they were really getting what they were paying for. So it's not really worth it for some careers. A lot of times you can just go and study on your own. You can go and get certificates. You'd be better off doing that, right? So it depends on what you're going for. But me personally, again, it gave me what it gave me for 20 plus years. But then when they laid me off at the last, that was it for me. I didn't want to start over again in that. I didn't want to go back through that again. I didn't have a savings, a retirement, no plan B. I could never afford it, folks. I could never afford to contribute to that 401k. So that's why I feel like that whole thing, in my opinion, is a scam. To me, that's a SCAM. I'm honest and bold to tell you. The whole job situation, right? It's always going to be meant to keep you broke. And people don't realize it when you're in it because you're like, I need money. I need money to pay my bills. And I get all that. But at the end of the day, when you experience a layoff, get fired, you're going to have a change of thought. You're going to be like, wow, there's so much more out here that I could be doing. That's what I'm here to talk about today, okay? It's the ballooning costs that make it bad. It's better to continue your education on your own. I agree with you. I like to learn. That's what I found here. I'm learning. I've been doing it for 2 years, but at the same time, I get to earn with it. That's what I found, right? And I talk about it, right? I'm casual with this, guys. I'm not pitching to you. I'm just telling you what I found, right? I didn't know what was out here until someone came across my social media and shared it. So that's why I come on and share. This is not, I'm not talking about no lotion, potion, shakes. I'm not talking about none of that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about network marketing. You guys probably don't even know what that is. I'm just throwing it out here. I'm not talking about affiliate. I don't make my income off of that. I'm almost going to be monetized on this beautiful platform, the YT. I'm thankful to God for that because that's going to be another stream of income for me. I don't care if it's 300 a month. I'll take it, right? But the point here is I've learned to use my phone, these beautiful platforms, social media, 5 billion people on social media to create and generate an income in the online space. It sounds nice, but it is nice. I don't sugarcoat anything. It sounds nice, but it is nice. And I never thought I could do this because I am 53 now. And at 52, coming from my corporate career to now the digital era that we're in, I had no tech experience. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't want to do that other type of marketing, guys. Okay, let me hear what this people. I don't want to ignore comments. Good morning, Junior Garza. Everybody like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Hi, I live in India. Welcome, India. She was from the US. Thank you so much. 1 second. Let me block here. All right. Got it. Guys, thank you so much for coming on in. So I love sharing my story. I want you to know that I come from a place of knowledge, wisdom. I've been in corporate for, like I said, 20 years. Is corporate politics involved? They can't discriminate on age, but they do. I've been in HR. I know how these things work. So I'm telling you the facts. I know people right now who are near my age or at my age, and they're not able to get a job. The bottom line is they're not going to hire older people anymore, especially if you've had a long-standing career, you've made a certain income level. They don't want to pay you your worth. All right? You can fight me all you want to. I know that's the facts. Okay? It's true. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And so with that, I say that's why I didn't want to be troubled to keep looking for jobs, continuing to submit the resumes and all that craziness, not hearing back from anybody. Maybe some of you guys are doing that right now. That's not going to get better, by the way. I don't have an inside scoop on anything. I can just see what's going on right now. You got to open your eyes. If you're struggling right now, friends, and you're on my live, maybe you're in a job still. I don't know. But maybe you're not making what you want to make. Maybe you're still living paycheck to paycheck, right? Or if you've been laid off, you have a better way, right? There is a better way, but a lot of you pass by it because you know you have to invest in something. I didn't do that day when I found this lady on social media. I found her on my Facebook because I just got laid off. I didn't have a severance. I didn't have anything to show for, but being broke. That's a hard reality. And for me, that decision was go try to get another job or stick it out, find something better that I could be home and present finally. I have 1 teenager left at home. I've raised 3 kids with my husband, right? Over the years. We've had to drop them off in daycare. That's expensive. Oh, talk about summer camp. Oh, Lord. Never had enough money to do it. I had to even take them out of Taekwondo because I couldn't afford it. And they were almost to the point of going to tournaments. I couldn't afford that extra stuff. Do you understand? The struggle's really real for a lot of people. And so that's another thing that said, I'm not going to go back and put myself through that torture chamber again. I don't want to do it. I got to find something better. There is something better. When I found that lady, she was talking about how she took her cell phone every single day, worked a couple hours of her day. She was able to make $600. I said, I'm going to see what she's talking about. Okay? 600 is good. 600 a day is even better. $900 days are better. $1,400 days are better. That's what I found. That's what I've been doing. And that's what I share with people. You can believe me or not. I have testimonials. I have so much here, right? And it really doesn't matter. I could show you proof out the wazoo, but that's not going to pad your pockets. It's called, you must have belief and faith in yourself. Because see, when I found that lady, I didn't have 1,000 trillion questions. I just said, wow, she's doing that. Send me the information. You see, these platforms are driven off information. When you go to Google, you're searching how to make money from home. How can I make money from my phone? Work from home. All of us have done it because we're tired of the rat race. So I found that lady's post and I literally asked her, what are you talking about? Can I get some information, please? I'm open to learn. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. All I'm asking for you guys today is to take what I talk about today, take it back and look at it. All right, I'm going to give each and every one of you a free copy of my blueprint today. That's what changed my life. 20 months, almost 2 years into this. This has allowed me to be home. I've been able to replace what I lost in my income. I can now start to save for our retirement now, right? Without losing time. No more time lost with my kids, right? I work 2 hours a day with my phone, following a strategy. The program taught me these skills, guys. I have access to a multiple 7-figure mentor who literally tells me every single day what I need to do. Why wouldn't you do something like that? You follow the people that have what you want. If you want to learn how to make 6 figures in this space online, well, you follow those type of people. You work with them closely. I have access to this lady. I also have access to another gentleman, and I pay for his monthly community. I pay for to get into his inner circle. He's almost to 700K this year. Why would you not follow those people? I'm not talking about just follow them, but you have to invest in yourself to learn from them. That's what I've been doing over the last 21 months, guys. You understand? You don't just follow people because you have to invest in yourself. I'm talking about education. And I'm not just talking about education I'm not talking about going to college, because I did that. I had thousands of dollars of debt in that. I'm still paying that down. I'm not talking about going back to college, wasting your money on something could potentially get you a good career. No. We're not talking about that. This is more affordable than college. You're not having to sit through lectures after lectures and have textbooks. We're in the digital era, guys. That's what I'm talking about today. If you don't know what it is, it's called digital marketing. Do you guys know what digital marketing is? Could I get some participation down in my chat? I would appreciate you. I appreciate that. So if you want to go and comment down below, does anybody know what digital marketing is? Hello, lady. I found oil in my backyard and now, okay. I got to remove a few people on the TikTok, on the YouTube. Anybody know what digital marketing is? I'm here to teach you. Okay, I'm here to teach you today a little bit of stuff. And then I want to share with you what I found and how I put it all together and how I'm able to make thousands with my phone. That's what I want to talk about today. Okay, but I want to know what your knowledge is, what you guys know. Does anybody know? Can anybody participate today? Hello? Anybody on TikTok? Anybody over here on YouTube? Are you guys awake? Are you just getting out of bed, right? So for those that don't know, digital marketing is any digital channels on social media, online, where you go and you buy something. That's a form of digital marketing, okay? It's been here since the 90s, but it didn't get its height until pre-pandemic. See, no one wanted to leave their house, but they wanted to order things, buy things, because they didn't want to get the vid, right? So that's when it's got its really height, was pre-pandemic. And I didn't know it existed, to be honest. I didn't know that's what it's called until I found this after my layoff. I got laid off in 2024, guys, okay? And so let me give you another example of what digital is and what digital would be for you here, okay? So we all know, if you don't know, you're living under a rock, that you can get an education online now, even for nursing. You can get a degree for nursing online. Everything's moving online. Hello, Dr. Straw. How are ya? Everything is online, friends. Did we know this? This is all digital means. So if you go to Amazon and let's say you want to get a book and you don't want to get a hard copy, you want it right here and now, right this second, because we live in that. That's how we are. Instant gratification. That's why videos do so well. We want it here and right now. We don't want to wait on that thing to come, even if they say they'll deliver tomorrow. We want it now. So instead of waiting on your physical book to come, you can go and buy a digital form of that book. Did you guys know that? Yes? I hope so. That's where we're at right now. You can literally go buy a copy of any book and download it to your Nook, your Kindle, your iPad. And then there you go. You can start reading that thing right then and there. Okay? So that is a form of digital. And what I'm talking about today specifically is called digital education. So what happens when you buy one of the digital programs that's going to teach you how to monetize on these platforms, how to build your own brand, how to make daily pay, having the master resale rights to these programs is what I have. Making 100% profit, not a split 80-20 or 10%. No, we get 100% of whatever someone buys from us. Okay, I have digital programs here, guys. So when you buy one, literally, you get an email, you get to log into your back office, you have a dashboard, you're starting your education. Depending on which one you buy, though, that's going to also give you a level of education with this, right? Because we're in the digital space now. I just told you guys that. Now, you're going to learn as much as you bought into. So whatever program you buy today or tomorrow, whenever you decide to buy, that level of education is going to train you on building your own online business. And it doesn't stop there. I have so much to share with you guys. I love this because it's not a course. It's a program. It's interactive. And there's nothing wrong with courses. If you're trying to learn in this digital space, congratulations. There's nothing wrong with courses. Don't discount it. But what I have is so much more than that. It literally is interactive training. You get live access to a multiple 7-figure earner. You get access to other 6- and 7-figure mentors, live 3 times a week, webinars, daily videos telling you, hey, girl, guy, go here and I appreciate you. Go here today and you're going to create this hook. Here is a hook bank. A hook bank, guys. You don't even have to know what a hook is today. That's what you're going to learn. But a hook would be something like I got on my screen on the TT right now. You see this hook? No job, no plan B, just bills. What I did after being laid off at 52, that's a hook. You're going to get these type of hooks from our multi 7-figure mentor. Every single day she's dropping something for us to utilize. And so you're going to get a hook that could be used for your perfect customers. This is the type of things you're getting, the training you're getting when you buy your digital program. And there's more. Yeah, there's a lot more. I could never talk about this. It would take me 3 hours, maybe 4 hours on a live to talk about everything. I only can give you so much in a small window of time. I'm just highlighting some things, okay? This is what this program's taught me. It's taught me how to learn about digital everything because I didn't know what that was. I came from the corporate space, so I got to learn these new skills. I bought one program back in 2024. I bought it. I went in. I set my easy website up. They have the website. Literally, you're buying one time for the website too. $39. One time. Your program, whatever one you buy, is one time. No memberships here. That gives you access to a community of almost 60,000 people. Your beautiful mentor. She's a multiple 7-figure earner, right? Who's teaching us. You get the website. You get this business in a box to now start growing your online business. You get the products. You don't got to think of a product to create. It's done for you already. She did that hard work for us. You don't got to worry about that. All you got to do is come in, buy your program, invest in yourself, come in, implement the strategies and skills, which I'll talk about today, to be able to make a lucrative income right here. And that is it. The way we earn, we stack income streams. First, you're already going to get income from the programs when you resell them. We teach you even how to do that without talking to people on phones, without DMing, cold calling. You're not bugging your family and friends. We teach you all that. I'm giving you a high level, and then we're going to break it down, okay? So this is interactive training, much cheaper than college, like I said. I'm so blessed that I found it. I said, hey, Manuel, a long time. How are you, Omar? I know. Omar, have you gotten started yet? Thanks for the share. I appreciate you. Did you get the information, Omar? I was hoping you'd be on that webinar that day, but you didn't show up. I don't know. I don't know if you showed up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking, okay? So, guys, I'm going to need you to do me a favor. If anything resonated with you guys today, just do me this solid, okay? You don't have to purchase anything today unless you look through the information and you're moved to do so. Because this is how I make my income, guys. I promote 5 digital programs, and when someone buys it from my live, later on from my content that I create, I get 100% profit. Now that can be anywhere from $1,400, $9, $6, $3, or $100 days. That's what we'll teach you with this. You have no option. I mean, you're going to have to buy one of them, and based on which one you buy, when someone buys it from you, that's how you earn your income here. But not only that, we teach you how to stack income streams. You're going to learn how to do so many things in this space to make more income that you can imagine, okay? So I got the email file, and my apologies for not appearing. No, if you can't make it, just let me know. But I thought that day you were going to make it. It's okay. Every week we do a webinar. We're going to have another one Friday, Omar, with my coach, okay? So don't worry about that. As long as you're in my email automations, you're good. For the people here on TT, I have to tell you where to get your free blueprint. You should see an orange button right here. You see next to my little shop, that's my TT shop. But go to this button right here, and that's going to direct you to my DM to connect with me. And you're going to see my website in there. That's one way to get to it, okay? If you want a copy of this free blueprint that taught me how to make money with my phone around a 2-hour day, you're going to get a copy of that free blueprint, because that's going to literally break it down for you so you know what we're talking about over here. Another way to get to it on the TT is you're going to go up here, double tap my face in that corner, and my website's up there. It is now clickable, guys, okay? So you can get it that way. For those people on my YT, give me a minute. Yes, we're going to do, it's always at the same time, Friday. Friday, for you to get on that call with my coach, Daryl. It's always going to be a Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. He's going to be breaking down this 2-hour workday, what it is, what's digital marketing, all the great stuff. And then he's going to really explain to you, what it is in layman's term. What he always says in Black people terminology, right? I love my coach. Okay. Look, let me pin it. Now, I pinned my website there. You guys, you can go here and get it. Also, if you don't want to click around, it's up to you. You can screenshot this, manuelavincent.com. That's my name. And that's my website. That's how you're going to get a free copy. Wait 5 minutes, friends. Don't freak out. It's going to come to you. It's a free document. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. So thank you, Carrie, for following me on the TT. Appreciate it. Wait 5 minutes. If you don't get your free blueprint, guys, okay, if you don't get your free blueprint, then it's going to be in your spam or your promotion. Check it for me. Just check it. Mark it as not spam so you receive all my emails, because it's not going to just stop there, friends. I'm going to keep emailing you. My automations are, by the way, that's a beautiful thing. I love it. Automation is going to keep sending you an email for you to keep looking at this to see if it's for you or not. And if at any time you get sick of hearing me, you can unsubscribe. You can click the bottom of the email and say unsubscribe. You don't got to learn or hear from me again unless you come across me on the TT or the YT, okay? Now, again, guys, if you want to connect with me, you have to email me. If you have questions hi, Megan, how are you? If you want to connect with me about anything we talk about today, you have to email me. How do you email me, guys? Anybody, did I just tell you how to do it? How do you email me? How do you email me? I just told you guys how. Anybody want to take a shot on the TT right now? How do you email me? Where do you got to go? Where do you got to go? Anybody? Anybody? You got to go to my website. And thank you for the follow, Megan. Appreciate you. You got to go to the website. You got to put your email address in there. Do me a solid. If you DM me, if you go to this little orange button and you submit, don't put your email address in there. Can I tell you why? You can do that and I can enter your email address for you. Come on, guys. You're not going to get the information fast enough. I want you to look at everything. I want you to look at everything. That's lazy. Just go to the website, put your email in, and do your due diligence to look at it. It's free information, okay? So now we're going to get into it, okay? We're going to get into the good stuff. I got time today, okay? I'm not in a hurry. You shouldn't be in a hurry. Just take it easy. Let's slow down a little bit, okay? So I said that we have 5 digital programs, okay? Now we're going to get into some good stuff. I'm going to try to go through this. So we offer digital marketing programs that teach you the skills of marketing digitally, right? Without forcing people to buy things. I'm sending you to a free blueprint. You look at it and you decide if it's for you. I did say there's an investment. This is not a job. This is not a job. Don't come at me and say, why do I got to pay to make money? Well, it's a business. And I don't know. Last I heard, if you have to join a business, you got to pay. You got to invest to join a business. Am I right? Like, I get some seriously crazy questions sometimes. But it's okay. I'll answer any crazy question. And I can literally, if you have an objection on anything, I can usually combat it. I can come back with something because I've heard it all. I've heard I don't have the money. Yeah, you do. Do you know why I know that? Because you can find a way to come up with the money for something that you really want. You'll spend a lot of money on them Starbucks coffees, friends. I tell you the reality here. You'll spend $7 on a coffee. Imagine saving that up, how much money you'll come up with. I have a program. I don't even want to talk about it. I'll tell you guys later. My cheapest program is $100. I don't recommend that one because if you only want to make $100, maybe some of you just want $100. That's okay. But if you can't come up with $100, that means you really need this because that means you're really in trouble. Okay, I'm real and raw on my lives. I call you out as I see it. Because I didn't make excuses when I joined this. I didn't have $900 to put on a credit card. My credit cards were maxed out, trying to keep up with the utilities and get some groceries in the house. Had to go to food banks, did all the stuff. Right? So what I'm saying to that is I did it on a payment plan. You know those installment plans? Some of you use them when you want to buy a purse, a pair of shoes, and you don't want to pay it all up front. Why not utilize that service to get into a digital program? Sometimes you can get it for $0 down. Of course, that depends on your credit. I did. I got approved on Affirm at the time for $0 down. I started my business that same day with $0 out of pocket. I was so thankful for that. If I didn't get approved, guess what else I would have done? I would have borrowed some money if I had to, or I would sell things in my household that I don't use that aren't bringing me a profit. You understand? So you have the money. You just don't want to invest in yourself because you're either scared, right? You don't know what you don't know. So let's get real with it, though. Let's get real with it. You're skeptical about everything. I was desperate back in 2024. When I saw that lady say she made 600, that's not unheard of. I would take a 600 over anything. Give me $600. That could give me groceries, get my gas, pay a utility bill. Are you kidding me right now? It's just a lot of you are so skeptical about everything online. You don't even ask for the information. This doesn't require you to spend hours online. This doesn't require you to call people up. This doesn't require you to DM people them fake happy birthdays. It doesn't require any of that nonsense. And you don't got to bug your family and friends. That's what I loved about it. So we have one offer. It's in the digital marketing space, but there's 5 programs to choose from. It pays you 100% profit. A lot of things don't pay that out here. Even some of these so-called courses they're affiliates now. We're not an affiliate. We make 100% profit because this is digital #1, but we have a generous and kind mentor, the creator of this, who doesn't need money from us. The only money that she collects would be from your website fee because why? They got to create your website for you and they host it. They host it for you. They create it for you. So let's say you came in at one of the programs I didn't even go over those. I will go over those in a couple minutes. But let's just say you join at the $900 program level. That's one-time fee, $900 plus your $39 for your website. On your website now, you're gonna have four income streams, and 4 programs for your customers to come and choose from. That's why they create it that way. They make it so it's easy to know, okay, here's what I get for this. Here's the value. Here's the bonuses I'm getting. Let me go ahead. I can see what I'm going to be learning here and how much I can earn here. Let's go. Okay. So the program sells itself, in my opinion. $900 program that's valued at $1,900 of learning. You get access to all the training in here. We hear from so many great trainers. She's bringing in people from TikTok, like big guys, TikTok, to come train us. We have a hypnotist lady who comes in every I think once a month. She comes and talks to us about mindset training. Like, we get so much good stuff here. It's amazing that she's just charging what she charges for these programs. And we get to resell them, master resale rights. When someone buys my $900 program, I make $900. She doesn't take a dime of that. Okay? It's amazing here. She's basically eating the majority of the cost. Let's just put it that way. That's called a generous coach. You're not going to get that anywhere else. Then we got on a call yesterday. It's called Legacy Builder. That's something else you get access to, by the way. Those are one-on-one mentorship calls. I love it. Learned so much yesterday. Every Monday we have a call with her. She spends about 20, 30 minutes in the beginning, teaches us. Good morning, Alpha. Does she do mindset training for... I don't know what that means. Anything you're having a problem with, let's just put it this way. She'll spend like 3 hours. This mindset coach spends about 3 hours. I've been on it. People would she'll go through a training with us, calm you down, close your eyes, kind of things that you would expect. And let's just visualize, right? What do you have? She did a whole money mindset block training one time. But after that, she opens the call up and she'll have you ask your question. What's holding you back, friend? So I'm not sure what existential dread is. I've never heard of that one. But whatever you're going through, for instance, Elizabeth, if it's something, I don't know what that means, she can actually help you through it, right? Live on the call. And then, of course, she has her own private community where she'll get people to come in. If you need extra guidance, you can do that. But she gives us the basic training, but she opens it up for us to ask questions right on the live. She wants you to get that block gone, right? But that's a good, let me write that down, because I Google things when I don't know what something means. But chances are, whatever it is you're going through, right? She's going to get you to talk about it openly and loud. And it's a safe space. So it's a safe space. We've all cried on these calls before. That's what I like. Because when you can relate to somebody going through something, guys, that's when it's really going to resonate with you, right? So we're like over here crying because we're hearing other people's stories, what they're going through. There's some deep-rooted, healing that needs to happen. And that's why she's there. So she hires these people to come and talk to us. You're not going to get this in many places. I don't even know what someone would charge for that outside of this community. So you're getting a lot. Whatever program you go with, you can't go wrong here because you still get access to that training. Now, when it comes to the one-on-one, more closer knit mentorship, that's when those legacy builder calls are the best thing to be on, because that's where she really dives deep and gives you more information. Okay, guys? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to break down. And matter of fact, let me talk about the programs, and then I'm going to talk about the 2-hour workday today real quick, because I went over yesterday. I talked about the automation a lot, because that literally is what helps us with our sales here. Is the automation behind it. Okay, but I'm going to talk about the programs real quick. Okay, so we have 5 programs, like I said. And this is how it works, guys. You got to understand. I don't know about nursing. I just like to use this analogy a little bit. I'm not in healthcare. But if there are any nurses on here, please come on in and have a conversation. If Nakia was on here, she would tell me because she's a nurse. She's someone who just joined this program with me, okay? So there's different levels of nursings, right? Nursing, you got RNs. What else do you got, guys? LPNs, different levels of nursing. So I'm trying to break it down in a easy way for you to understand. So with that style of nursing, you got to get a level of education when you go to college, right, guys? So with these programs, it's the same thing. It's the same premise. If you want to learn this much digital marketing, then you go with the $100 program, right? On top of that, you get to make $100 sales with that program. I'm just breaking it down real easy for you guys to understand. If you want to learn a little more of digital marketing, then you're going to join at the $300 program. But now you have two income streams because now you get to resell a $300 program and a $100 program. Okay. If you want to earn a little bit more of digital marketing, you're going to join at the $600 program. And that's going to unlock 3 income streams for you. $600 sales, $300 sales, and $100 sales, okay? I know people like visuals, so I'm trying to be as visual as I can. If you want to learn even more, right? That's going to be the $900 program. That's where I started. When I got laid off, I started at the $900 program. That gave me 4 income streams. That's a value of $1,900 in training. I get to learn from a multiple 7-figure earner on a daily basis. I get to jump on that legacy builder call every Monday to learn even more and apply what I've learned, right? But now I get to make $900 sales, right? I get to make $600 sales, $300 sales, and $100 sales. That's what I get to learn at this $900 program level, guys. Let me read Elizabeth's comment. You're standing on a stage with a spotlight on you and you realize you have to make up every single line yourself. That freedom feels more like a heavy weight than a gift. Wait, let me go back to the top one. Most people feel like they're following a script. Go to school, get a job, buy a house, Dread is the most... Okay, got you. Thanks for explaining that to me. In the moment, you realize there's a script writer. Yeah. And it's like I was on that bus for so long, I didn't know how to get off of the bus. Or some people would like to use the train analogy, right? I didn't know how to get off that bus. It's called the struggle bus. And when it's ingrained in you from childhood, you don't know better. Like I came from 2 parents that were very hard workers, but they worked till the day they died. They weren't educated. You know, those were the days a long, long time ago. They got the basic grade school, elementary school education. So they, of course, wanted better for me and my siblings, right? So that's why I did it. But who was I fooling? Like, I was always a people pleaser. Anybody a people pleaser on here? And I had to learn the hard way. I can't please everybody. I need to do what's going to be working for me and my family. I've got to do what's best for me and my family. See, when you get to this point where you're like, I don't care what they think. I'm now online. I'm making income using what I have access to, social media, my cell phone, and I'm making an income with it. To them, it's like, what are you doing that stuff for, right? That's how typically family and friends will treat you. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I've had a couple ex-coworkers come and look at this, and I appreciate that. At least they're coming to look at it. But then when you follow up and you're like, what did you think? What is it? They're like, they either ghost you, but that's expected. That's why I tell you, I love strangers. I love to have strangers come on my lives and strangers come into my on my YouTube channel, comment. That's how I've gotten most of my sales, is from the strangers, because they relate to me. They can understand it. They know there's something better outside of a 9-to-5 grind. You see? Back in the day when I used to haul bricks across state lines, I used to be moving. Sorry, I don't cuss, so I can't say that. I've stopped cussing, guys. Oh, thank you, Lord. For dealers, just because I didn't want to inconvenience them. Okay, see what I'm saying? But that's a people pleaser, right? Back in the day when I used to haul bricks across the state lines, I used to be moving stuff for dealers just because I didn't want to inconvenience. See, that's a people pleaser. We got to stop it. I've been like that since I was little because I never wanted my parents to be disappointed. So then how did that carry into my adulthood? It carried a lot of weight. Never could say no. Always afraid what they're going to think. We got to get outside that mindset. It's a work in progress. It can't be done overnight. But when you've been burned a few times and when you just are fed up, I'm 53. I'm too old to deal with that crap now. So now I don't care. That's why I come live. I can block. I can speak my truth, reality, and I don't care what anybody thinks. Now, I do it in a nice way, but what I'm saying to you guys is you get to a point where you don't care anymore. Like, who cares what they think? I'm on a platform, FB, that has my family still on it, guys. It has my family still on it, and they see what I'm doing. But some of them are like, oh, so you like it? I'm like, yeah, I love it. Because I'm not struggling anymore. I don't have to go to a job anymore because I do this online. And a lot of them will say, well, I can't, you're better than me. I'm scared to go online and talk about my situation. Well, that's your problem. You'll do what others won't. I do what the average person won't do. You have to do that in order to be successful. You got to go the opposite of what other people are doing. Does that make sense with you guys? Yes or yes? Priyan is talking to Elizabeth. Without money, you'll be alive dead. So this internet will remain an internet. You're full of it, Priyan. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. That made no sense. Do you guys know that AI is like everything right now? What are you talking about? The internet is nothing. If you're talking to someone who's learning how to earn online with their phone, I'm the person. I got proof of it. Then why would you not utilize the internet to make a living? That made no sense what you said, Priyan. You got to move with the wave or you're going to get washed up. I just saw something on LinkedIn yesterday. It just came in my feed, right? Because I try to give my 2 cents on there too. What are you talking about then? You just said something about Elizabeth, without money, you will live what? That makes no sense. I'm trying to teach you how to make money with online. I'm trying to tell you what I found that taught me how to make income online. This is teaching you how to make money. Of course, if you don't have money, you can't survive. But you're saying, so this internet stuff will remain in the internet only. That made no sense to me. Hold on one second. Okay, gotta go. So anyways, we're going to keep it moving because that's a distraction. I'm not sure what that was about, but we're going to keep it moving, okay? I just saw, hi there, how are you? Thank you for the follow, Abdor. Let me talk to you something. There was something on LinkedIn yesterday that I saw. I'm on there because I like to give advice on certain things about people still looking for jobs. And I'm like, why do you keep doing that? It just makes me so mad, guys. Can I be honest with you? You feel like you don't have a choice. I get it. That's what you do. You go to get a job because you got to keep the bills paid. That's a temporary fix. No one's saying quit your job, but I'm saying everybody goes for that. They keep going to that. I was one of them. It's called a temporary, it's like a Band-Aid. It's only going to get you so far until they lay you off again. It's not a permanent solution. Is what I'm trying to get to your heads. It's like this. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand because you're not in this situation, I don't think. But the easiest thing to do is go get a job because you know, okay, if I go in, I put 8 hours a day, I'm going to get an 8 hour paycheck. If I put 40 plus hours in, I'm going to get some overtime and I'm going to get a paycheck. So it's safe. It's a safe bet. But it's not safe in the long run. So there is no security in a paycheck, friends. They can take your job, right? I'm going to say to Virginia, it's called at will, meaning you can get a job and you don't have to take the job and you can quit freely and they can take your job from you. But I think that's with anything. A job is like that. They can snatch it from you at any time for the most part. If they decide they need to downsize the department, they'll take your job. If they don't have enough income because the company is not doing great, they can take your job. Are you guys getting what I'm putting down for you today? Yes. Do you guys, I'm talking to people in US right now, friends, specifically, because this is the real struggle in the United States. No one's saying quit a job. I would never advise you to do that. What I am saying is if you are in a job, have a side gig going on. That's where we come in. We're going to teach you the skills to use digital marketing to your advantage so that you can start to make an income with your phone around your workday. Can you imagine? Yes, that's true. It is true. Let me see. We have a gentleman called Logan here. I don't think I have it over here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me remove this real quick. I don't know if it's this one. Yes. Oh my goodness. It just popped up over here. Okay. I love testimonials. I use testimonials because this is real. This is from my community. So Mr. Logan over here, he works a full-time job in construction. Okay. He works a full-time job in construction. And his content that he creates, because that's what you'll be learning here. If you don't want to learn about content, then this is not for you. You're going to learn to create content that attracts the right people. You're a perfect customer. So Woods, I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm talking about Logan right now. But this works for anybody. Buellery, that's cute. So let me speak to everybody here. So this guy named Logan, he's a full-time dad. He's a full-time worker, works in construction, has 4 children, wife. He made $1,400. Was yesterday or the day before, not even posting. So we teach you how to create content to post 3 times a day, but he didn't post that day. And he got banned on the TT. Because that's happened to us people that are successful on here. He got banned, so his account got shut down. That happened to me once already. Didn't stop him. He just created a new one. And from that, he got a $1,400 payday. What was he doing? It's right on my screen. I'm going to read it to you guys. So he even says it here. I didn't post online yesterday, but I still made $1,400. He said, my automated system kept working. That's why we're making the sales, because we have automation that's talking on our behalf while we're out doing life. He was literally at a volleyball tournament out of town, packing the hotel room up, going to get ice cream, and on his phone, a $1,400 sale came in. He's just like you and I, guys. He's no one special. He didn't know about social media, didn't have any tech skills. I didn't even have tech skills. But I knew I had to do something. Wasn't going to go back to another job to slave for God knows. Even if I was lucky for 1 year, because they lay people off left and right. I didn't want to keep doing that. I had to stop, think, let me find something that's going to teach me a skill that's in high demand, which is digital marketing. You guys can look it up. It is very high in demand. It's going to be a $1 trillion industry by the year 2033. It is 1.3 billion right now. You think I'm lying? Google it. You got to go with the wave, friends, or you're going to be left behind. I'm tapping into this. I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and I absolutely love it. Why? It gives me time freedom back. I don't got to worry about a boss. I can go to take my kid to the appointments. She got to get her wisdom teeth out this Thursday. Boom. I don't got to ask a boss. I can just go when I want to. I can schedule my lives around my lifestyle. I can schedule my post scheduler right on here. I can schedule my videos to go out when I want to. I can work this business around my lifestyle. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Automation is the key. We get it for free with this business. We set it up. It's easy. The videos show you how to do it. If you get stuck, we got tech support. She pays them to take care of us. I didn't need tech support. I'm a pretty savvy person. Like, I'm not tech savvy, but I followed the video when it said, okay, go here and click this button. I did it. And I set up my payment portal. So that's important. That's how you get paid here. You want to get set up, paid by Stripe, Square, or PayPal. How you want to get paid. Because when your customers come through, your potential customers, and they see how we're making these kind of paydays, they're going to buy it from you. It's just a matter of time. And what is your story? See, his story is that he works hard on a construction. He doesn't want to do that for the rest of his life. He wants to leave a legacy for his family. That's his story. He wants to be home with his kids. His wife is there, but he wants to be home with them. He wants to live large when he's going to retire. Yeah. I like to show the reality of it. This is the real truth behind it. But a lot of you guys will keep working jobs till the day you die and you don't have nothing to show for it. That's not what your plan B should be. Your plan B should be to get yourself a side hustle like this that doesn't require you to go inside side hustle, like working more hours in a part-time job just to make the income. No, that's not working smarter. That's working harder. You need to get yourself a business like this that runs for you in the background while you're doing life. Again, he wasn't even at his day job. He was with his kids, and $1,400, didn't even post a jack nothing that whole day and got a $1,400 payday. These are the success stories in my community, our community of almost 60,000 people. And I could show you so many more of these, including my own. Just because I invested one time back in 2024, I set up an automated system that runs for me till this day. It's an online store that runs for me. And I have 5 digital programs that I get paid off of every single time, right? When someone comes in, they're going to see the 5 programs I have. They're going to see that they teach you this, this, and that. Which one is going to be good for me? Which one do I want to earn and learn from? Because that's what you're going to have to make a decision on today, tomorrow, whenever you decide. I've had people come into this. They wanted to wait and see what I've done. I've been in this almost 2 years. They'll eventually buy from me. They wanted to see. They wait. They sit out here in this little area and they wait to see what Manuela does. I show up for everybody every day on my lives. Someone says, teach me how can I do to earn some. You got to invest. If you want the information, friend, I'm showing you where to go. See this little orange button right here? Jakob. This can be done globally too. Doesn't matter what country you're in. You go here and you hit that orange button and it's going to give you my website. I'm going to give you a voice clip. I'm going to tell you what to do. Okay. Look, another way to get to it is you're going to double tap my little face in the top corner right there. I'm talking to the TikTok folks, guys. If it looks like I'm pointing over here, I apologize. But TikTok over here. Thanks for sharing my video. You go here and my website's up there. Another way to get to it, because I'm talking about this today, is manuelavincent.com. That's my full name. You go and put your email. You got to give me your email, friends. That's the way that I'm going to be able to email you every day to connect with you. That's how we do it over here. All right? I want you to understand that. So in order to connect with me, for us to have a conversation, no, don't put it on here. Jacob, don't put your email on here. You're going to get a bunch of crap. Just go here. Go here. See this? Do you guys see this orange button right here? Do you see the orange button? Beep. You're going to DM me and you're going to put your email there, or you go to my website and enter it. Jakob, don't put the email on the screen. Okay? Thank you. Because then people are going to start messaging you and you don't want that. I'm just trying to let you know, okay? So, hello, is it Thomas? How are you? So, I want to teach you guys, but in order to do that, you got to give me your email. And then look for an email from me with the blueprint. The blueprint is going to let you know what this is all about. I'm walking you through the process. This is what I did almost 2 years ago, okay? This May will be 2 years in this that I've been doing it. So I had to ask the person for some information. That's why I say go to my DM, Go to double tap my face. Manuela Vincent is how you get the information. Okay, let me go back over here. Thomas, how are you? All right, go here, put your email address on the YouTube, on the YT. Okay, Jor-El, what do you want? What do you want to talk to me about? If you want to email me, put your email address into my automated system. Give me, you got it. If you want my email, you have to go here. Once again, or double tap here, manuelavincent.com. Let me screenshot this real quick. Jakob, I think you DM me, so when I get off the live, I'll check that, okay? But yeah, it's super simple, guys, okay? So let's keep going. I don't think I even talked about all the programs. I didn't finish the programs, did I? I think I did. So you got the $1,400 program. That's our top level. If you want to learn to make $1,400 paydays, you'll have to buy the $1,400 program. You have to invest in yourself, guys. That's what I did almost 22 months ago. I knew I had to learn the skills to be able to do this. So I invested. But instead of investing in college, this is much cheaper than that. One time, not tuition, not monthly, none of that. You pay it one time. You're going to unlock a digital program for you to start learning from. You're going to get access to a community of almost 60,000. I'm going to show you some of that today, right? I got my community open over here. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you some wins over here. I'm going to show you some good stuff. Oh, yeah. And that guy I was just telling you about, Logan, they just dropped. If you want to hear his story, he was interviewed. If you want to hear his story, get in my automations because I'm going to email that out to you guys to listen to his story. He's a phenomenal guy. He made us cry on the live video. Okay. So the top seller is $1,400. That unlocks 10 income streams for you. That means you're going to learn how to earn 10 income streams off of this program. Comes with 5 in English and 5 with Spanish. Not because you need to know Spanish. There's people that want to learn this program in Spanish. So when you buy that program, that means you also get it in English. If you speak English, you go to the English program. You're going to get started over here. If you speak Spanish and you want that one, that's what you're going to buy from that person. It comes with 2 websites. Okay, so that program is $1,400 one time, and you'll also pay your $69 website fee. They're going to have those programs on there for you. It's going to be a Spanish version of it too. So that's why I love it, because many people can come through. They decide what they want. Okay, that's $511K a year, friends. Okay, let me break this down for you. If you want to be a 6-figure earner in the online space, we've got it for you. Quick and easy. All it takes is 6 customers a month, which is 72 customers a year with this digital program at the $1,400 program level to be a 6-figure earner. You can calculate it right now on your calculator if you like. 6 customers at $1,400, right? I think that gives you like $8,000 a month times 12. Let me do it myself. Let me do it again. 1,400 times 6 is 8,400 times 12. That gives you $100,800 a year. That's 6 figures online. You can't do that in any other program. Network marketing is going to take you a lot of customers. We get customers here. We don't recruit. We're not driven off of who we recruit in. It's all customer driven. So one customer, you're in profit mode. $1,400 to your pocket. I'm talking about the $1,400 program because that's the highest one we have, and that's what I'm at now. Okay. If that's not in your wheelhouse, you have the $900 program. That's what I started with, right? 12 customers get you to 10K a month in that program. What's 10K a month, friends? Is that 6 figures a year? I think so. We teach you how to get to 10K in 30 days. That's what our blueprint is premised off of. Okay. So if you want to learn these strategies, you got to buy the education for it. All right. So that's $900 program. I got payment plans. You can get started with us. Let me tell you, at the $300 program, you can get it on a payment plan, $75. $75 to get started with a $300 program. We have Afterpay and Klarna. That's what I offer. And there's some other ones. But that's how a lot of people have joined me, through a payment plan, because they didn't have that kind of money just sitting around. They're there for you. Go and get my free blueprint, friends. Manuela Vincent. Go here. DM me if you want to have a conversation about this business. I'm not in here for no Tinder or no hookups, okay? If you want to really get real and learn these skills in 2026, you're going to go here and connect with me, okay? That's how we do it over here, friends. So those are the 5 programs, 1400, 9, 6, 3, 1. You choose. Now, I do have bonuses. When you get the first email, there's going to be some bonuses on there. We're running a bonus. This is only exclusive with my coach, right? This is amazing what he's doing. So if you join at the $3, $6, $900 program, you're going to get access to his free inner circle community. He's almost a $700,000 income earner in this program. You get his exclusive training. Now, let me tell you why that's important that you get it for free is I pay it monthly. So you get it for free when you join at the $3, the $6, or the $900 program. Okay? That's why it's a bonus. And it's only going to be done till the end of March. Not only that, you get a one-on-one call with him on a Zoom, like we're talking right now, and he's going to get your story from you. Why did you decide to buy this? Are you struggling financially? What would this kind of income do for your family? Because he wants you to break down the layers of your onion, so to speak, so that you can come back on social media and share that story real quickly in a 7-second, 30-second, 1-minute video. And he teaches you how to do it. You need that mentorship. You need community. If you don't have it, you're going to fail in the online space. Point pure blank. And it's facts. Not Googling everything's going to help you. Okay? So you're going to get access to his inner circle community. I pay it monthly for free. You're going to get the one-on-one call with him for free. And then you're also going to get access to pick out of 150 destinations, a vacation for 4 to over 150 destinations. Complimentary vacation for you, okay? Next, if you join me at the $1,400 program level, not only are you going to get all those bonuses, but you're also going to get 10 entries into a drawing that we're going to do live on April 1st for a chance to win $1,000. No, I don't. I don't speak French. A chance to make $1,000 live. He's going to draw it. So your chances of winning are higher when you join at the $1,400 program. You're already going to get all those bonuses I mentioned. Those are there, and his community is phenomenal. But you're also going to be able to win $1,000. Like, how could that help you as well? Not only are you having a chance to win the $1,000, but now you're opening yourself up to earn on these multiple streams of income with these digital programs that are teaching you. But now you got access to his community. His community is phenomenal. I wish I would have, he didn't offer these bonuses before I started. If he did, I would have jumped on in. That's crazy. You're getting access to his community for free. It's crazy to me how more people don't take advantage of that kind of stuff, okay? I'm going to keep going, guys, okay? So let me show you this real quick. Let me show you the community because it's important to see what we got over here, okay? I'm going to show you guys this. 1 second. Give me a minute. I'm going to flip the camera. So this is the community you'd be part of. 59.3 thousand members over there. That's customers that we get. We've been in business since 2022. And so we've grown to 59,000 customers. Okay. This is called school, friends. You can download this on your phone and access your education at any time. Okay. So as you can see at the top bar here, this is everything that's happening live. This will flash live when it's ready. 52 minutes, there's a tech call for you. If you were to join and you had trouble with your website, like you didn't understand how to connect something wasn't clicking, then that's your time to jump on one of these calls and they'll take your computer and they'll help you fix it. That's why I love it. She pays them to take care of us, okay? So that's one piece of the puzzle. Let me refresh this so I know I'm looking at the new information. So this is what it looks like. You're going to come here and introduce yourself. You'll get access to this community. Once you pay your program one time and you pay your website fee, you'll get access to this community. You come in here and introduce yourself. You don't want to, you don't have to. We like to welcome you in. The wins is important because remember I was talking about this dad, that guy Logan I showed on my screen earlier, guys. Remember when I was talking about that? Let me put my board back up. Hold on. So this is the guy that I'm talking about. He was interviewed. And his story is a tearjerker, friends.
Never thought I would be here, a year and a half ago in August of 24. But for those of y'all that don't know me, my name's Logan Bidwell, a blue-collar husband, dad of 4 kids that keep us super busy. And all I ever knew before was just work the overtime. Then I tried some MLM things, but I failed because I didn't like bugging my friends and family. I didn't like sliding in the DMs. But I always had a dream of something to be able to do to build freedom without giving up my paycheck. And I kind of got away from it, started mowing yards, evenings and weekends. It took a lot more time away from my family. And my family was burnt out. I was burnt out. And so I started looking for a way to create income from my phone because it's a digital world we live in. So why not? But I didn't even know how to shoot a video on TikTok. I wasn't a content creator. I didn't have a following. I just had a strong desire to make a change for my family. And when I ran across Legacy Builder, got in somebody's email system, started getting those automated emails, and didn't have any belief in myself, but I ran across the link for one of these webinars.
So I just wanted to share a little bit about this guy who's in our community. He is a blue collar worker, and he just made $1,400 the other day. And he wasn't posting anything. It just came in because of automation. That's why I try to tell you guys, we have the best system here. Matter of fact, there it is. The 1,400 without posting, right? So let me go here and I'm going to show you this too, real quick. I'm going to show this person right here. Dennis says that he made 1,300 on his 17th day again, right? Promoting these digital programs, right? Some people are talking about going live at 2 p.m. They're just announcing they're going live, right? $1,400. There we go. Let me keep going, guys. Somebody said they made $300 from South Africa. $300 in South Africa. Can you guys imagine that? We have created 30 self-made millionaires in South Africa with this program. All it took is one person to show this program, and then it was a domino effect. That's what we have here, guys. We've created 30 self-made millionaires in South Africa. All right, so I love this. Just to see these kind of wins in the community is amazing. It's phenomenal. I just like to share. And this is what is possible for anybody. Anybody can do this. We get daily daily training, right? Today was 6 powerful hook types. Let me open this real quick. So she literally gave us a hook bank. Remember when I was talking about the hooks? What kind of hooks to use, right? This is how deep we go with the hooks, because guess what, guys? If you're not using hooks in your videos to create your content, if you're not using them the right way, you're going to lose people on your videos within the first 3 seconds. First 3 seconds, you'll lose them. So you must be learning how to use hooks. But this lady, the program teaches you, and she gives you a whole hook bank. Problem hooks, curiosity hooks, belief hooks. This is the stuff we're getting, guys. This is the kind of stuff we're learning from our mentor, the training we're getting. There's something else I even forgot to mention to you guys. I mean, this right here is so relatable. If you feel like you're working hard but still trying to catch up financially, are you? That's a hook you could use for one of your videos, your content. Like, I'm going to get out of that. But this is the learning that we're learning every single day. It's called the 90-day challenge. Every day we're getting a live video, okay? Can I tell you guys something else? Let me turn the camera real quick. Flip the camera. All right. So with the $1,400 program, there's a lot that comes with that program. Let me explain it to you. You're going to learn about advanced AI. You're going to learn about brand deal training. You're going to learn how to use the TikTok shop You're going to learn about affiliate marketing. And guess what else is now coming in? And this is why I don't go to any other programs, because we got it all here, baby. We were just announced yesterday during our legacy call that we're now going to offer UGC, user generated content. That's the hype of everything. If you don't want to be doing lives, if you are scared to do a live, if you're scared to create a bunch of content on your social media platforms, that's why people do UGC. Because basically people will reach out to you for you to do content for them. Like, can you imagine? They're going to reach out to you to do a quick video with some dog food or dog toys, for example. And you get to make income from that. So if you're the person on my live today and you don't want to do a bunch of content on your social media, you don't want to go live, that is another form of making an income. And we're going to have that in our program this week. I was looking forward to this because I didn't want to join any other programs. I've been with Legacy for almost 2 years. I've made good income here. I'm loyal to the creator of this program. I'm not leaving. Of course, I'll add other things to what I have because that's called growing. But I love the foundation that this program's taught me, because if you don't get the foundation, nothing else is going to work for you regardless. You guys can keep hopping to the next shiny object, but you're going to fail because you're not getting the concept. You're not staying put to learn these skills that can work with any other business. That's what y'all don't know. You don't understand that you're learning the foundation in this program. It's teaching you how to market any business. When you can conquer your fears and you can learn to do these short form videos, you can talk about any business opportunity you have. The beauty of this business is that it comes with a product that you can sell to make your profits right away until you get into something else you might want to do. But the foundation has to be there, friends. If you don't have a foundation, how can you grow from it? Everything has a foundation. The house has a foundation. You got to learn to crawl before you can walk. So that's why I'm so thankful that I didn't give up on this. Because I've had people pitch to me other things. And I always say, nope, I like my digital marketing program. As a matter of fact, why are you in my DM? I'll straight up tell them, why are you in my DM? Why are you pitching me? You need this program, because we teach you not to go in people's DMs to pitch people all day long on something that I don't even ask you for. I didn't want this. Why are you in my DM, friend? That's what I'm saying. So many marketers need this program so that they learn not to go in DMs. I didn't ask you for the information. So why are you sending me the information? Did I literally go to you, Night Mary, or whoever's on here? No, are you? Nope, I'm sure not. Don't need to. I don't need to get drunk. Do you? Maybe you had a hard day at work and maybe you're struggling. I don't need to drink anymore. Matter of fact, when I worked a job, I drank. I don't drink now because I love what I do now. Thank you. But let me finish, guys. People jump from thing to thing to thing because they're not taking the time to learn. That's the problem today. You guys will keep on buying a program. You sit on it maybe 30 days. You don't get a sale, so you give up. I don't want to work with people like that. I honestly don't. Because first of all, I'll tell you right now, don't get started. I don't need you to buy a program today, because you're the tire kickers. You're always going to think somebody owes you something. No one owed me anything. I came in this because I wasn't blind. I knew that I had to learn the skills and implement them before I could make a profit here. Not everybody's going to buy my program from me. I'm all right with that. I want to work with the ones who want to learn these skills because they're tired and burnt out of their day job. They don't want to keep doing that grind anymore. They got laid off. They need an income. They don't want to get a part-time job. Their feet hurt. Nurses are joining us, right? Blue-collar workers are sick and tired of struggling. They're joining us. This is a movement. A movement, guys, because we know the struggle's real out here. You guys are complaining about the president. You're complaining about this. You're complaining about your benefits are gone. You're complaining about, SSDI. I don't make enough. I'm a complainer. I am a whiner. But instead of doing something like this, learning a skill, You're going to keep complaining. That's not going to put money in your pocket, right? I don't care who's in charge. Like, the president is not padding your pocket. Inflation's higher than it is ever. But I don't complain. I found a solution to my problem, so I don't got to go and worry about that. Going to a part-time job, having to work myself to death, having to worry about if a government shuts down. None of that affects me, friends, because there's still people at the end of the day that have a wallet, that want to learn a skill, that's going to buy one of these programs, right? You guys complain too much. I'm real about it. Stop complaining and doing something. Do something about your life. Do something. Stop complaining. I don't have enough money. I'm just going to sit here and stay broke. I'm broke. Woe is me. No, I didn't do that. I got my butt in gear, got on a payment plan, bought the program, got in profit in 7 days, paid that payment plan off, and then I started getting more sales after that because my mindset shifted. You guys aren't willing to do that. You're going to continue to complain. I'm going to stay in my new age slavery job for years and years and years and just hope and pray for that 2% raise and continue on, and then they'll let me go. And then, oh, there's that lady. That's what's going to happen. We're getting ready to get into a major recession, worse than it is right now, friends. I don't know if you want to hear that or not, but we are. We are. Summertime is getting ready to come into play soon. And that's the highest time. And that's the times they usually lay people off at these 2 times a year. Usually summer months and right at the end of the year. Are you going to be on the chopping block? You might be. You might not think you will be, but you might be. And I don't want you to be set up to fail. That's why I'm coming to you live every single day. That's why I share my content for that one person, those 2 people that know what I'm saying is right and real. I don't want you to be laid off without nothing to show for like I was. So that's why I show up and I talk about the program. And if you want to look at it, you'll come and take a look at it. If you don't, you don't. That's on you. But I've done my due diligence. So again, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. If you guys want to get a free copy of my blueprint, it's just comment blueprint. I don't know if this will still be here once the live ends on the YouTube. So if you are watching this on the replay, put down #replay. You feel free to come back and watch this. I thought I gave some good information today. If you would love to get a copy of my free blueprint, just comment blueprint. The link is here. I don't know if it stays up, my friends, but it's there, okay? And you guys, again, you won't be able to watch this on the replay. If you're watching outside the room today, grab your free blueprint right now. If you can, while you're still on live, you can go here, hit that little orange button. You can also go to my profile at any time after the live, and my website's up there. Or you can go here and manuelavincent.com. Get a copy. Get a copy. Look it over. It's free information. It's free information for you to check it out. See if it's for you. If it's a good fit, get one of the programs. Let's work. You're going to get access to my free bonuses that are phenomenal. Only going to offer them to the end of this month. So your first email you'll get is my blueprint. Make sure you look for your promotions and your spam folder. That's usually where sometimes it ends up in. Get it out of there and say not spam so you get all my emails, okay? So once you do that, you can email me. You can ask me any questions you like. I love to work with you guys. I love to train people. You're going to get all the good training here. I love it. Okay, we're setting you up for success out the gate. All right, I love speaking to you guys. Hopefully, you take a look at it and let me know if you have any questions. I will talk to you guys again on the next live tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST.